The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Smith. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taken in at the 11. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Smith. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Smith now on second down. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. K1 short. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Hey, on.
Third and long, it's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Son, listen.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out for Olsen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1.
Right to the 3.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his Trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Smith looking to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Smith. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Patriot! Patriot! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Rosen on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 34 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And good field position coming up here. The football. the 12-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bo Scarborough, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance.
And coughed it up! And the Panthers have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now it's Rosen looking. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ohio!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Back to throw. Arnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Arnold. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try it.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery. Arnold. Oh, what a move. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Three down. Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Gun! Back nine it up, Philly. Here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Come on.
Now Scarborough. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bo Scarborough, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ohio!
To throw on second down. Arnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, But that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw. Arnold. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Off the play fake. Arnold. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Arnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy, hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Scarborough. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He may try and run for this. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Check hot, bro. Hot. Gun.
They run. This is Scarborough. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They try again with Scarborough. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Arnold. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Davis with it left side. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.